On today's video,
we're going to talk to you about the Kenwood Excellent Head Unit along with the iDataLink Maestro. So stay tuned. So for those of you unfamiliar with what iDataLink is an interface company.
still I don't know.
So a lot of the times in modern cars, they don't just take a standard wiring harness. It's not just a plug and play, thank you ma'am, done.
Okay.
A lot of the times, things like air conditioning, tire pressure, general setup on the car, whether it's got a tow package or not, gauges are set through the factory radio. And you need a way to interface with those in order to replace your aftermarket radio.
Yes, sir.
A prime example of that would be that cool F-150 kit right there.
Yes.
That iDataLink makes, which is this guy right here. What's unique about this is it replaces the whole dash. So you have a factory 4.3 inch in the dash. You can take that out. You can put this in. You get your air conditioning controls. And then all the information that was on that 4.3 inch screen is retained. Pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And then we have this one here, which is for a
Mustang?
That's right. And it's going to do the same thing. Now, iDataLink currently has 2 kits.
Okay.
They're, of course, working on more, soon to be released. But what really makes these things shine is the RR.
RR.
Exactly. Easy.
There you
go. This guy right here, this is the brain behind it. Now, when you get an RR, you're also going to need a specific wiring harness for your car, which is something like this. Now, this is all fine and dandy, but the first thing you need to find before you even go down all this road is, does this work in my car? What you're going to want to do is go to iDataLink.com and select the Maestro tab in the middle of the page. Once you selected that, you can scroll down to where it asks your make, model of the car, year of the car, and then what type of steering wheel controls you have, what kind of radio you have, all this information, and then you can scroll down to the bottom of the page and it'll show you what harness you need, how many different firmwares are available to you, what features you'll be able to retain by putting in the iDataLink system. With knowing all that, you'll know if your car is compatible.
Yes.
Once you get to that point, if you decide that I want to buy and go with iDataLink, you're going to need a couple things. First off is you're going to need the serial number off the radio. So when you're putting the radio in, either keep the box, which it's located on, and or write it down. Because anytime you go to flash the RR, you need the serial number. Okay, so other things that iDataLink makes that make interfacing with your factory radio really cool is this guy here.
Is the sad one.
This allows you to retain your factory satellite antenna in everything but a Toyota.
Yes, sir.
Then we have the
UTO2.
This allows you to retain your factory USB.
Yes, sir.
Now they also have ones that will allow you to retain your factory backup camera, as well as this guy, this AV. This allows you to retain your factory overhead. Pretty cool.
Press.
Oh yeah. So iDataLink tries to think about all this stuff, similar to other companies that have been around for a long time.
Yes.
Now, what is the whole point of all this? What does this give me? And that's why we have the 9903 sitting here. We're just using this one because this is the latest, greatest one, and it has some of the newer features. Let's get to the demo as far as what you can do with the radio.
So you can buy it.
Yeah. So once you've gone ahead and set up the radio, meaning you've plugged it in, and basically the iDataLink will blink twice red and once green. Once it's done that, it's synced to the radio. Now, if you're on the home page here, you tap the arrow, Those 3 things are what comes standard on all of these radios. Your compass, your graphic EQ, as well as your time. These next 2 screens, went too fast, are what the iDataLink adds. So, if your car's factory radio was the control center for your air conditioning, now it'll be here. So all you have to do is tap, and it'll pull up your AC controls. From here you can adjust the temperature, or the fan speed, the temperature. If you have heated seats, it'll go ahead and activate those. This is custom tailored to the car, so if your car doesn't have heated seats, then they won't be here. It just depends. This is an example of what it's capable of doing. Hit the back arrow, it'll take you back to the main page. And then you have the information center. This is where it'll show you if a door is open, a trunk is open, what the PSI is on a tire. You can tap that, and it'll take you to the main page where it'll show there again doors are open and whatnot. It'll also, if some vehicles, if the check engine light comes on, it'll go ahead and show you that. So this is what it'll look like if a door is open. Now you can also go into the menu system, which is here, and you have on page 2 vehicle information, as well as gauges, climate, and parking assist. Things that will be added later are radar detector options. So this is also the Bluetooth streaming, the telephone, and the media player. This is for other vehicles that have that feature built into them as well. So for example, if you have like a Ford Sync system and for some strange reason you want to retain the Ford Sync system, this is where you'd be able to access those features of the Ford Sync system. This media player is the Ford Sync media player, for example. Gauges are real popular. Everybody seems to like those. You can customize these gauges. You have 2 presets, so you can have different things in each one of these little holes. So along with all the cool graphical representations, being able to access those factory menus that you may have lost by replacing the menus, they're all still there. They're in the AV feature. You scroll down to OEM setup. This is where all the old settings would be that were in the factory radio. So like if you had something you turned on and off and reset, they would all be here. And also any of the customization that you would do would also be here. And then this would also be where the version number of the software that is on your Maestro would be located, because they do periodically do updates. So when you do plug in the Maestro link to do the software update on it, because you have to flash every module that you get, it doesn't come with all the information on it. You choose all that stuff like we said, and then you go to flash the module. At the very end, after the unit has flashed, there is a download feature to get the instructions for your vehicle. Make sure you do that so that it'll give you all the wires that need to be hooked up in the T-harness that they're using for that car. Sometimes you do have to go and get like ODB2 wires, like can high and low and stuff like that. So you'll want to download that as well. It'll just speed things up for you and make your life a little bit easier. Cool, right? Because everyone wants to know how to do it. Who reads the instruction manual?
What?
It's pictures. You don't even have to read it. It's all pictures.
Colors, that's it.
Colors. Good movie. Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so thank you for watching. You guys can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
And as usual, if you guys like this video, please subscribe. It means a lot to Fernando, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you guys, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to leave them down below, and we'll try to answer all of them. Who has a life? Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great night, and we will see you later. Bye.